Hi all, this is Pixelcave, and in this video we are talking about Palia and why it might be a game for you. If you're new to Palia or have just discovered the game, then you might wonder what this fantasy sim adventure is about and why it's worth playing. So let's get started. Well, first off, the game has been available for PC and Nintendo Switch for a while. And with the big Elderwood update, it now also welcomes players on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS. Now, the even better news is that the game supports full crossplay on all available platforms. And on top of that, cross-progression. So whether you play at home on your PC or console, or on your Switch on the go, you can access your account and progress with your character, or play with your friends wherever you are. Palia is also free to play, making it super accessible even if you're on a tight gaming budget. And if you're worried, while there is a premium store, everything that's sold there is purely cosmetic. No content or gaming advantages are hidden behind a paywall. Palia also features many useful gameplay settings, from remappable controls to options that let you change your field of view, turn off camera shake, change input sensitivity, an auto-run option, immersive DualSense support for PlayStation, and more. Now let's talk about the game itself. One of the main reasons why we love Palia is that it lets you escape into a super relaxed fantasy world, where you can either play solo, with friends, or team up with other players you meet. Whether you want to do quests, get to know the world's inhabitants better, learn more about the game's story, decorate your personal housing plot, or level up some of the various skills, there's no pressure to be online at certain times or for many hours at a time. You can play and progress at your own pace and explore the game the way you want. And while the game has seasonal events and activities like login rewards and Twitch drops, most of them feature recurring quests, minigames and rewards or cosmetics that don't affect your gameplay. When it comes to the various skills in game, there is fishing, cooking, gardening, mining, bug catching, foraging, furniture making, and hunting. All of these can be done solo, and most gathering activities as well as cooking can be done together with others. Loot in a party is shared, and even if you play alongside other players that are not in your group, gatherable resources can always be harvested or mined by all players for a short time after the first player has done so. And if you hit the same resource or prey as another player, both of you get the loot as well. When it comes to playing together with others, there are some things you should know. Every player has a housing plot where you can decorate your home and be creative. These plots can be kept entirely private, opened up to friends, or even be made accessible for anyone if you like visitors. And then there's the game world. While Palia is an online multiplayer game, maps are instanced and can have up to 25 players at any given time. However, if you find yourself on a different server than your friends, don't worry, you can server sync to each other's server anytime. Now, we mentioned personal housing plots. This is one of the biggest and, dare we say, a pretty amazing feature of Palia. If you love housing or decorating in other games, you will absolutely love it in Palia. While you start with one plot, you can unlock more over time, so you're not bound to just one home, but can create multiple, differently designed plots. And you can freely switch between them. There's a top-down editor for larger buildings, while decorating is best done in first-person view, and even with just a couple of buildings, you really got a lot of space to play with. The furniture making skill teaches you a large variety of furniture pieces, placeables and decorations. There are also different wallpapers, roofs, floors, as well as outdoor decorations, including plants and trees. Additionally, you can also unlock a gazillion more items by doing quests, buying recipes, finding secrets, hunting or completing achievements. The possibilities are literally endless. And luckily, housing items don't take up valuable storage space, so being a collectaholic isn't an issue either. Oh, and using the game's modification bench, you can even change the color tints of most placeable items for even more variety. One of the more recent additions to the game are landscapes, which can change the theme of your plot. However, these are only available in the premium store, at least for now. And lastly, the game also has a home tour feature, where you can either tour housing plots that other players have submitted for any given week, or submit your own to be toured. There's a voting system that lets players unlock unique nameplates, and you can also unlock other goodies through this feature. Expanding on your housing plots or decorating your home is something you can slowly do over time while progressing through the game. Or, if you're into creative building, you can make it your main activity and literally spend hundreds of hours just doing that. While the world of Palia might not seem that big with only 3 maps and your housing plot, there's actually a surprising number of things you can do. And especially in the beginning, one can get easily overwhelmed. So, let's talk about questing. Quests can help you with giving you objectives and with slowly introducing you to the game's setting and features. Now, there are several different types of quests, and you can recognize them by their different icons and categories in your quest log. There's the main story that lets you explore the game's narrative, its unique world and inhabitants. Next, there are guide quests that teach you the basics about the various gameplay mechanics, like housing, cooking and so on. Then there are villager quests that not only introduce you to the main characters of the game, but also help you advance your friendship. And if you like, even allow you to create a romantic bond with them. In addition to all that, there are discovery quests. These are typically less obvious quests you can discover by interacting with items in game, finding secrets and similar. And yes, there are a lot of them in Palia, which is something we really love. And lastly, event quests. These are quests that are only active during time-limited or seasonal events, and often linked to activities you can do during these periods. If you are a completionist, then rest assured that aiming to complete and find all available quests in Palia should keep you busy for quite a while. And map extensions like the Elderwood update can easily add a ton of more quests to the game. Now, beyond following the game's main story quest, getting to know the villagers better, leveling up skills and decorating your plot, there are still more things you can do. For example, there's a not-so-secret black market hidden somewhere in the main town, which you will learn to access not long after you start playing. It's a great place to meet up with others, buy a unique selection of housing items, play Palia's famous Hot Pot card game, which is, to be honest, quite addictive, trade plushes or stickers with other players and more. And there are what's called temples, which are part of your main questline. The Temple of Waves, Flames, Gales, and Roots. Each offering a unique setting, rewards and collection challenges for even more unique unlocks. Then there are the various secrets you can find across the world. And we are not only talking about the discoverable items that trigger quests. No, there are also a large number of treasure chests you can find, scattered pieces of lore and even things like cooking recipes. If you are a player who loves to collect unique placeables or complete achievements, then be warned, there are a few very challenging collections and achievements you can complete in Palia, while you can unlock quite a few unique housing items through the various types of quests. There are some that require dedication and luck, like for example an entire furniture range that can only be acquired through fishing. Then there are achievements to collect all fish or bugs in game, which in itself is already quite an undertaking. However, most gatherables have star quality versions, and finding those is an extra achievement. Several starred items can also be used as decoration in your home. This includes gemstones, cooked dishes, fish and bugs. All these make for very cool housing decorations. On top of that, you can find plushes of some of the creatures in game while hunting, bug catching or fishing. While these are just some examples for achievements and collectibles, let's quickly talk about guild stores. Each skill in-game has a villager that is associated with it and who runs a dedicated guild store for that skill. Leveling up skills does not only give you access to more resources and better tools, but you also earn skill medals, which in turn can be spent on unique items in these guild stores. For example, villager Einar is the resident fisherman, and from his store, you can unlock cool items like this amazing aquarium. So, there it is, yet another activity to keep you busy in Palia. These are some of the many things you can do in Palia, and that can be solo or with your friends. So if you love questing, housing, finding secrets, role-playing with friends or villagers, or all of it together, then Palia might just be the game for you. Since the game is free to play, there's really no reason not to give it a go and see if you enjoy it. So in our eyes, Palia is definitely worth it in 2025. By the way, if you decide to jump into Palia, make sure to use one of our referral links to unlock a cool welcome gift in game. For more guides, tips, showcases and secrets in Palia, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell. And if you like what we do, please don't forget to leave a comment, give us a thumbs up and subscribe.